Hi everyone, so this is my final module for the year, GED 6015. For my rationale, the idea of having a fashion modest brand in Sri Lanka, it came out from like personal inspiration that I had. Moving on, my problem statement is there has been a lack of clothing, lack of modest clothing in Sri Lanka. Hence, people tend to buy from fast fashion brands, which also increases carbon footprint. My challenge over here is lack of availability of modest clothing and then decreasing carbon footprint. I began by researching on various topics that I was interested on, and then I came to modest fashion. And it has also been my personal favorite topic because I've always loved modest fashion as a child. So my target audience, I started to research about both millennials and Gen Zs, but then after research, I decided that my target audience should be Gen Zs and millennials will be my secondary audience. This was my primary research. This research was conducted to find out if lack of modest clothing is really an issue in Sri Lanka. Then one of my main insights is that due to peer pressure, some they don't buy clothes from Shein or any other fast fashion brands because they know how unsustainable it is. So they prefer to buy from sustainable brands and will pay a little bit more extra in Sri Lanka itself. So I started to work on solution ideas and I tried various methods such as 50 boxes within 15 minutes of time limit. And then I started to sketch out ideas from top of my head and then in-depth sketching. The ultimate solution I have chosen is the establishment of a physical store in Sri Lanka, and below are the pros and cons of a physical store and like an online store. This is my solution research that I did along with my brand personality. It needs to be playful, confident, bold, approachable. The tone of voice needs to come as a friendly, calming, but also modest fashion is all about simplicity and elegance. This is my concept board. The idea of my concept is basically to show transparency to a brand with bold colors and minimalistic designs. This is the brand persona I did. At first, it was hard to visualize my brand as like an actual person, but after I did the branding process, it became much easier. Then going to my target audience persona, these are my brand tools, my brand personality. These were some of my logo explorations I did. First of all, I started to sketch out some names and then I came to like a final list and then I started to sketch out and then I digitalized it, exploring more. I explored color palettes, I explored typography, and then this is my final logo. So this idea came from while I was cleaning my cupboard. I saw this hanger and then like I turned it upside down and then I just visualized an M and a C, and then I thought, why not, let's just try it, and then I directly started sketching out some ideas and then illustrated it. These were my secondary graphic explorations that I did. And then after digitalizing, these are the finalized ones. These were the 3D mannequins I did for the store, and these were the brand guidelines. I started with some blueprints. I also looked into exploring sustainability for store design, like the use of eco-friendly materials, recycling stations, and energy effective lighting. And then this was my final, and then 3D model designs I did. This was something I did afterwards. This was a physical 3D look I did, final mockups. This is the mechanism board I did explaining everything I chose. And then I started with storyboard explorations, photo shoot for Insto, and then this was my final collection, storyboards, and then my final promotion collection videos, photo shoot pictures, mechanism board for video collection 1, explaining the concept, objective, everything, and then same for video collection 2. For my promotional materials, I went with the fashion show setting, and this was how the setting looked. This was the mechanism board explaining the lighting, the stage, the event in process. Then I went with my invitation design explorations. This was my final invitation design. This was the mock-ups I did, and then this is my mechanism board for invitation design, and then souvenir design explorations. I went with different care options that I could give to my attendees, and this is the final one.